Good morning, everybody. First off, I want to thank you all for taking time out of your morning to join us today. Thank you to everybody tuning in with the 1450 Coco stream and on the MIAA network. I'd like to thank the digital media production team for streaming this for us today, given that they're also working a number of baseball games this weekend. So I know they were at the ballpark late last night. They will go there immediately after this and be there for another long, late day. So again, thank you to our DMP team. We're going to have comments from Dr. Best and Dr. Howdeshell, and then after that, we're going to open it up for some question and answers before I drag Matt away for some media obligations. So if you'll please welcome Dr. President Best.
Wow, thank you so much for joining us on this important day in the history of UCM athletics. It's no secret that we're in the midst of significant transformation within intercollegiate athletics. Name, image, and likeness, coupled with the transfer portal, have created de facto free agency in college athletics. The mental well-being of collegiate athletes has been featured prominently in the national news. Substantial conference realignment is still occurring in Division I, as well as Division II. All these Division I initiatives that we keep hearing about, they're altering our landscape in Division II, and they're doing so at an accelerating rate. And as we all know, the NCAA has even been operating with a transformation committee. So here at the University of Central Missouri, we did not initiate nor even choose any of those initiatives. In fact, I'm confident that most of us would prefer that they didn't even exist. But they do. And these, along with our many other challenges and changes, will have a profound impact on UCM and our ability to compete. And so it was, with all of this as the backdrop, that I launched on March the 6th a national search for our next vice president for intercollegiate athletics. I'm incredibly thankful for the search committee and the significant amount of time and effort that they put into this search process and this really rather daunting task. Their work, which was completed in less than 2 months, has allowed us all to be here today. We knew that our next vice president had to be able to assimilate and plan for UCM to excel in the new and challenging operating environment that we're facing in athletics. Because, as anyone who knows me is aware, I am not interested in mediocrity. I am not interested in being average. I like to win. Frankly, we like to win. And although we did not create the current environment for intercollegiate athletics, we remain committed to having a premier athletics program at UCM. But we also believe in winning the right way. At UCM, we have great athletic staff who support great coaches, who in turn lead and recruit great student athletes. Thus, our next vice president not only had to be able to succeed in a rapidly changing environment, this person also had to be able to ensure that the student-athlete experience was superior and that our coaches and staff would have access to the resources needed to both support and lead to victory our student-athletes. This person had to be able to both build upon and sustain our tremendous athletics reputation and successes. And it was through the search process that we discovered someone who possessed all of these skills and experiences and even more. As a Senior Associate Athletic Director for Administration and Capital Projects at Northern Arizona University, he currently manages a staff of more than 70 with a $25 million budget. He negotiates and manages contracts for key revenue-generating athletics partnerships and works directly with high-capacity donors. He has led the NAU athletic strategic planning process including development of the 5-year vision for NAU athletics. He worked collaboratively on the development and implementation of the NAU name, image, and likeness policy, and he assisted with the overhaul of support services for student athletes, which led to 3 straight semesters of record GPA at NAU. He has a thorough understanding of the many challenges currently facing intercollegiate athletics, as well as the business model needed for athletic success. More importantly, however, he develops and maintains meaningful relationships on and off campus. And he does so in the advancement of student athletes and the athletics program. And above all, he is a family man. I am confident that his insights, experiences, vision, and authenticity will lead UCM athletics to our next level of success. We will win, and we will win with integrity. Our national prominence in athletics will continue to grow, and we will all continue to be proud of our mules and jennies. Please help me welcome to UCM our next Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics, Dr. Matt Howdeshell.
Well, President Best, I appreciate that introduction, but Matt is fine, so thank you. As I was preparing for today, I was told that it's always cold in the multi, and I have goosebumps right now, but I think that's more due to the magnitude of this moment than it is the building we're in right now. So those that know me best know that I'm not comfortable talking about myself. I'm much more comfortable talking about the successes of our coaches and our student athletes. So I'll try to keep my comments brief today, but I would like to categorize them into 3 areas. That would be gratitudes, opportunities, and a challenge to us all. First off, gratitudes. Thank you, President Best. Thank you for your confidence in me. I couldn't be more appreciative and more honored to work for you and with you. And know that everything we do as an athletic department will be in alignment with this institution. To the search committee chaired by Dr. Phil Bridgman, thank you for dedicating your time and talents to the search. You all were outstanding representatives of this institution and this community as a whole. I'd also like to recognize Jerry Hughes. Jerry dedicated his life to UCM and Warrensburg. He's a legend, and there's no replacing Jerry Hughes. And I'm honored to work with the UCM community to build on the foundation that he laid. I'd also like to recognize Kathy Anderson, UCM alumna, All-American student athlete, and longtime senior woman administrator. Thank you, Kathy, for all that you've done and continue to do for UCM athletics. We wouldn't be where we are today without you, so thank you. I'd also like to recognize and thank the UCM coaches and staff for all that you do and have done for our student athletes, especially during this transitional process. I've been through these. I've been through 3 of them. I know how difficult and nerve-wracking they can be, but I couldn't be more excited to be your teammate moving forward. Now, anyone who works in athletics knows that you don't get anywhere without having a good squad around you. So I'd like to recognize some mentors that have been very influential in my career to help me get here today. Mike Marlowe, Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics at Northern Arizona University. Dr. Rita Chang, President Emerita at NAU and former Chancellor at Southern Illinois University. Dr. Lisa Campos, Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics at the University of Texas, San Antonio. Thank you for giving me a courtside seat to leadership and action. To the countless other coaches and staff that I've had the opportunity to work with and learn from, too many to name here today, thank you. I wouldn't be here today without you. To my family, to my sons, Peter, Benjamin, and Max, thank you for giving me pride, purpose, and teaching me patience on a daily basis. They're still learning the fight song, but you all will see and hear them at every athletic event before bedtime. You know, during the transitional process, as this opportunity was becoming a reality, my wife Hillary and I, we sat the boys down and we asked them, what are you most excited about? Are you excited to see Grandma and Grandpa more often? Are you excited about the mules and the Jenny mascots? And they said, Dad, now we can go to Kansas City Chief games. To my incredible wife, Hillary, thank you. I wouldn't be here today without your support. You know my faults better than anyone, but love me all the same and keep me humble too. At one point during the search process, Dr. Bridgman was trying to contact me, and forgive me if I'm sharing too much here. He accidentally contacted Hillary. And by the time that Dr. Bridgman and I connected, he couldn't stop telling me how great of an ambassador Hillary is for our family. And I said, Phil, you're not the first person to tell me how much more you enjoy her company than mine. But also, I think you'll see how great of an ambassador she can be for an athletic department as well. Opportunity. Rarely in our industry do your personal and professional passions align. And that's exactly what happened here for our family. As you all probably know, both Hillary and I are from the great state of Missouri, and Hillary was raised right here in Johnson County. And we desire to raise our children here as well. On the professional side, I spoke with President Best at length about the opportunity and potential I saw at UCM Athletics. The opportunity to honor our past and build our future. We have such a storied tradition, one that we owe so much to those who helped build it. In the days and weeks ahead, I look forward to listening and learning from everyone, to getting to more to understand UCM Athletics, and working collaboratively with our team here. We'll build on past successes and innovate for the future. We'll keep what's worked, but enhance all areas of our department. Our championship excellence will inspire mules everywhere and energize support for our student athletes, coaches, and the Warrensburg community. We will honor the past and build our future in 3 ways. First and foremost, we're going to advocate for our student athletes and give them the resources they need to maximize their academic and athletic potential. We're going to pursue championship excellence in all that we do, athletically, academically, operating with integrity, fiscally, and organizationally. If the score is being kept, we're going to win. And we're going to unite the mules and jennies everywhere. We're going to advance the base. We're going to advance the brand, broaden the base, and create the experience that people want to be a part of. To our UCM and Warrensburg communities, we look forward to being partners with you in a truly collaborative relationship. And to our alumni and donors everywhere, your support makes an impact in the development of young people. Now, we're looking for more of you because it's going to take more resources to meet these goals. But those of you that are already on board, thank you. And I look forward to meeting and getting to know all of you in the weeks ahead. A challenge to everyone in here. To our incredible Mule and Jenny families, join us. Join us as we honor the past and build our future through work ethic, innovative spirit, and a team mindset. We're in the business of developing young people. And it's not a one-person job. It's a team effort. It takes all of us pulling in the same direction. Together, we can build an athletic department that will inspire mules and jennies everywhere. Together, we can build an athletic department for the future. Together, we can build an athletic department that will be a source of pride for this institution, the Warrensburg community, and our mules and jennies everywhere. My family and I are so honored to be part of this UCM community. Thank you, and go mules and go jennies.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're going to open it up for some questions from the public. Our marketing assistant, Colin, will handle the microphone. So if you do have any questions, please just raise your hand, and Colin will come to you.
Hi, Matt. Welcome to Warrensburg.
Thank you.
A couple of quick questions for you. You were the Senior Associate AD at Northern Arizona. How does that experience where you were at and what you did translate to the Division II level?
I appreciate that question. I think the most relevant way that it translates is as I talked to President Best about the interview process, is I'm drawn to the Division II model that has a unique balance between athletics, academics, and finances, where our student athletes and our staff are integrated into campus, and resources are limited, but we still have to win. We still have to win championships, and excellence is still the standard. So that's an area that I thrive on personally. As far as how my experience translates to the Division II level, I think the most relevant way is through revenue generation. At the Division I level, there's a lot of initiatives and a lot of needs, and they all cost money, and there's never enough revenue. And I presented a high-level revenue generation plan to President Best in our interview process, but I really look forward to working with our coaches and staff to get their perspective on things before implementing anything. And the other thing I would add, too, on the Division II level is I think Commissioner Racy just left, but I think he'll appreciate me saying this, is, we compete in the MIAA, which is the best conference in Division II athletics. So we have a unique opportunity to be the best in the country at everything we do. And I look forward to building that culture here at UCM.
What will you focus on initially as AD at UCM?
I will focus on people first. People, people, people. I hope my answer is clear. People. So first and foremost, with our coaches and staff, getting to know them. I met with the administrative staff before this press conference, and I told them this, and I look forward to telling our coaches as soon as we're done answering questions here. But I look forward to working with you all and being your teammate. Again, I told President Bester in the interview process, one of the biggest things that drew me to this job is this talented group of coaches and staff and the ability to work with them, learn from them, earn their respect, and I look forward to do that first and foremost. And then secondarily, after that, would be getting to know our constituents, alumni, donors, friends of UCM, everyone in the community. I look forward to hitting the ground running and getting to know everyone. So people is my top priority.
Dr. Howdeshell, I have a question for you. You mentioned a little bit about advocating for student athletes as one of your top priorities. Can you explain a little bit more what that looks like and how you plan to engage the student athletes, with most of them being gone for the summer?
So when we talk about advocating for our student athletes, we're talking about giving them the resources to maximize their academic and athletic potential. And what that looks like is our student athletes' overall health and well-being will be at the core of every decision we make and action we take. We're going to prioritize that. When it comes to what that looks like on a practical basis and how we're going to engage our student athletes, with them being gone for the summer, it's going to take some creativity. I look forward to collaborating with our coaches and staff on how we can do that. But in today's modern era of technology, I'm sure we can figure something out. To get to the very practical level, when they get on campus, I look forward to meeting with each of our teams, getting to know them, introduce myself face-to-face to them at a practice or at a workout, however we can coordinate that. And then I want our student athletes to take a survey, too. I want to hear their voice. So we want to survey our student athletes on what's working well, what are we doing well, and what can we innovate and change for the future. From there, we're going to use those results in our SWOT analysis and the development of our strategic plan moving forward.
And then you also mentioned uniting the Mules and Jennies as one of your top 3 priorities. Could you just share a little bit more about what your community engagement plans look like?
So when it comes to community engagement, we're going to have a robust and aggressive external engagement plan. I've already started talking to some of our staff about the ideas we have there, but high-level-wise, it's going to be broken down into a few different areas. First and foremost would be engaging our campus partners, UCM community, and that's going to be our faculty and staff and our students. I think there's a lot of great opportunities where we can build our student engagement efforts, and I'm excited about the opportunity to collaborate with the President's Council on those opportunities. From there, we're going to engage in our strategic partnerships as well. We're going to maximize those. I think there's a lot of opportunity to maximize those. My father-in-law is a retired Air Force colonel from Whiteman Air Force Base, so I know how important Whiteman is to the local community. That's just one example, but I look forward to identifying others as how we can maximize those within athletics. From there, too, as I mentioned, we're going to advance the brand, broaden the base, and create the experience. So we can take our Mule and Jenny experience here in Warrensburg on the road to our alumni where they are across the state. Again, we can coordinate with our alumni foundation team on how we can get that rolled out, but really looking forward to getting to know the people, like I said, listening and learning and engaging our community.
Any other questions for Dr. Howdeshell?
Taking it easy on me.
Well, they're going to save it for tomorrow night. The general public, everybody is invited to Players Restaurant tomorrow evening from 7 to 9 for Dr. Howdeshell's meet and greet. With that, we're going to wrap up here, and I'm going to take Matt to our radio interview and some other media obligations. We hope to see you around the ballpark tonight, 7 o'clock, when Mules baseball plays in the MIAA tournament semifinals. We'll have Dr. Howdeshell around tomorrow for those games as well. But until then, we look forward to seeing you at Players Restaurant, and thank you again for all of your time today.
Go Mules and go Jennies.